ठीक है. Hi, I'm Jayavidi Kumar, a computer science graduate student here at the University of Florida. And today I'll be interviewing you to identify some of the problems you faced as an international student when you first came to the campus. Our goal is to identify some prevalent problems that the international students face initially and come up with the solutions to make that transition more efficient. This interview should last not more than 15 minutes and it will be recorded for submission purposes only. Do you have any questions before we begin?
No, thank you.
Okay, so let's start with an introduction. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Vipul Adil and I'm currently pursuing Masters in Industrial and Systems Engineering and I'm graduating in December this year.
Oh, nice. So, what is your home country, people?
My home country is India.
India. Oh, great. So, have you studied abroad before?
No,
Okay, and have you studied out of your hometown before?
no, I finished my undergraduate and my schooling in my home state only.
Okay, and which semester did you join UF?
I joined UF in spring 2021.
Spring 2021. Great. So, when did you come to the campus first?
I came to campus like 10-15 days before the classes. So like on before Christmas, 20 December 2022.
Oh, nice.
2020, sorry.
So, how did you like the city first when you came here?
It was good. Like everything was new for me, and it was really fascinating for me. And there's like a lot of Christmas lights around the time, and people were good. I really liked this place.
Okay. What was the first thing that you found strikingly different from your back in your hometown?
Uh, First of all, the people are different. Like all of them are white, and the traffic system is different here. In India, here the traffic system is very systematic. You have to, if you want to cross a road, you have to press a button and wait for your turn to cross the road. And I like the traffic system. It's very systematic and organized. And all of the shops, restaurants, it's really different than India. So it was really interesting for me.
Okay. So, since it was so different, did you have any difficulty in trying to cope with the differences?
Yeah, initially it was difficult for me to like what to do, how do I go about crossing the road and anything like where do you press the button, so which of the signal will open up, and uh, just navigating through, and like I have to ask a lot of people how do I do this, and how do I just get my order, you have to wait in line and everything, all of the system, just the basic system process is different in US. So quite it was quite challenging for me at first, but I got used to it uh, slowly.
So, you said you came 10 to 15 days before. So, how did you utilize that time before the classes?
uh, During that time I just explored the city. I went to few places, museum, I went to botanical garden. I was just roaming around. I got a cycle from seniors, so I just ride my cycle around the whole city, gone to campus. Everything was new and very fascinating to me, so I enjoyed that time.
So, how did you connect to those seniors? Did UF help you in connecting to some alumni?
No, I just there was an app Yocket, so through Yocket I just connected to one people, and just through snowballing I just got connected to few more people, and then joined a group, then few WhatsApp group, and from there only I just got connected to few seniors, and then got housing arrangements and everything.
Okay. So, were there any processes to be done before you came to the campus?
Uh, I I did immunization uh, records and immunization form, health insurance, all that stuff.
Okay, and like, how was the experience trying to do? Did you have enough information or did you face any difficulty?
Yeah, it was a little bit challenging for me to how do I like to like fill up the immunization form, and where do I actually got the records, and it was quite challenging for me. But then I contacted the university, like what's the exact process, and then I got used to it. So then I got to know what I have to do and
Okay.
finish the process.
Okay. And how was the housing situation? So how did you finalize your housing?
Uh, like I said, I joined few UF groups, connected to few people, and just asking around what's the good place to live. Uh, just research, talk to few people, and then one seniors connected to me and said this place is good to live for students, and a lot of like Indian people live there. So I contacted the leasing people. What's the rental rate, and what's the process, how much security deposit I have to give, all that stuff. And I just signed the lease in India only. I find the price, it was very good, affordable, and it was really good place to live for students.
Okay.
And
So
it was an individual lease also, so it was quite good for me. So I don't have to be dependent on other people to like actually get all the roommates and get an apartment. It was just in for room for me, individual lease.
okay. So did you get any help from UF regarding all these information regarding signing the lease or the types of lease or
Uh,
anything?
no, I did it all by myself. In India, I just researching, talked to few people, seniors who got here before me, and then just got to know all the stuff and did it.
Okay. Okay. So how far do you stay from campus?
I stay like 3.5 miles, 3.5, 4 miles away from campus.
Okay. And so how do you commute to the campus every day for your classes?
I take a bus.
Okay. Did you have any difficulty or any problems trying to find your way to the campus or in transportation?
Yeah, initially it was challenging for me to what bus to take, to know like where to take the buses, how do I like what are the timings for the buses. I didn't know any of that, but then one of my friend suggested me then one app, Translog. It helped me a lot to know the timings of buses, and uh, where do you take the buses, all the stuff, and where do you have to get out. It was quite challenging at first, but then slowly I got used to the all the bus timing and got to know the routes.
Okay, I mean, so let's talk about your courses. You said you're from industrial engineering. So how was the process for registering for courses and the information available on those courses?
So initially, I didn't know anything about my courses, so uh, I didn't got much information. When I got here, I talked to few people, seniors, who joined UF before me. I got some feedback. So what courses are good? Uh, what's the difficulty levels? Professors, how the professors are, and then based on that, and I also research. I also talk to graduate advice about the courses based on my interest, which courses should I take, and then based on all that I took courses, and just I couldn't add courses at first, so I emailed my graduate advisor about it, and then she added me to the courses.
Okay, so was there any particular thing that you would have liked better if that was being provided from the university?
Yeah, so if all the information would have been provided by the university, it would have been more easier for me to like to navigate and through courses, which courses should I take, and just take those courses earlier than usual, and then get prepared for the courses. Yeah, it would have been very helpful to get all those information. It would have been save a lot of time for me.
All right. So you came in spring 21. I believe that was the peak COVID time. So did
Mhm.
COVID has had any impact on your classroom experience?
Yeah, so when I came on spring 2021, uh, all my courses were online, and I couldn't go and talk to any of my professor. Everything was online, so it was quite challenging for me because I was used to the in-person classes and just interacting with all my professors, all my classmates, colleagues. So it was difficult. Then I just connected to everyone through internet only, through Zoom usually.
Okay, so did you face any difficulty in attending the office hours or making project groups or group discussions?
Yeah, because everything was online, I couldn't interact with any of my classmates, so I have to go out of my way to to just message some people, meet them. I just asked about their interests, got to know them, and then uh, asked them to be like project partner. Just finding a project partner was difficult, but it was a process, and I got through it eventually.
All right. So what was your main concern before coming to UF?
Main concern.
Concern if you had
Acha.
before coming here?
Uh, yeah, so my main concern basically was like, how do I adapt to new country? Because I have lived my whole life in India and in one state only. So, uh, getting away from my family, I used to stay with my family, and getting away from my family, and how do I manage to do all of my everything I have to do by myself, cooking, laundry, everything, and manage through my courses. So it was quite challenging for me. That was my concern. And how do I manage to get meet new friends and those kind of things was my concern.
And what was your concern immediately after coming to UF?
Immediately after coming to UF, I could say like just regarding the courses only. Just contacting my professor about different office hours and how do I finish this assignments. Usually about my coursework, it was quite hectic. I have to do. It was quite challenging for me to do all of that stuff at once. So yeah, that was my concern.
And did you receive any kind of help from UF, or how did you manage your time and uh, manage to not feel away from home and manage all the work?
Hmm. So uh, I didn't got any resources. I just did it all by myself. Just made new friends and got used to it eventually. And have to go out of my way to actually make a timetable management. I should do this and all those stuff so that I would be able to get things done and not feel overwhelmed. So yeah, I I just did it all by myself eventually.
So, how would you say the whole transition from coming to India to UF specifically was?
So whole process was good. It was initially it was quite challenging, but eventually I got through it step by step. Um, but it was quite good. I like it here.
Okay. So, do you have any other concerns or feedbacks that you want to highlight that you might have faced when you first came here?
So there was a time when because of a new place I didn't made a lot of new friends, so I felt kind of alone, uh, and because of all those coursework, it was quite overwhelming for me, and had a mental breakdown. But uh, it was kind of challenging, but I didn't got any kind of resources or counseling session. But eventually talking to my family and just getting over it took time, but I got over it eventually.
Okay. I hope that you did better from the first day that you came here.
Yeah, yeah, now it's a lot better.
Amazing. So, With that, we will wrap up our interview. Your answers really have shed light on a lot of issues like coursework, registration, transport, and the mental health issue. That is something great, and we would like to get your feedback on that. Thank you so much for your time, and
Hmm.
you have a great day.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me for this interview.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.